Okay, everybody, here I am with my Spirit Cats deck interview. So I'm using my usual 9-question deck interview. So we'll just jump right in. What are you here to teach people? Mischief. We have mischief. It says, meet Jasper. He is a playful little trickster known to pounce on toes while you're sleeping. It seems like in recent times this is like the second deck that I've had where there's kind of trickster energy behind the purpose of the deck. It's like, what was it? Was it the animals that I got? Coyote? Trickster energy among my decks. Learning to laugh, I suppose. Learning to laugh at our foibles and our efforts that don't go well. He is a playful little trickster known to pounce on toes when you're sleeping and possibly tiptoe across your computer while you're trying to work. There is a twinkle of mischief in his eyes that you can't help but love. He reminds us, and this is true, a lot of these cats, I can't help but love. He reminds us not to take things too seriously. Sometimes the biggest disasters can seem funny when you look at them through Jasper's eyes. He is lighthearted, he is laughter, giggles, and sighs. And yes, he really did need to steal a little sip out of your drink when you were looking the other way. So, and I'm reading these just to give you some idea of how they go. Alright, how would you describe yourself as, and how does the deck describe itself? Passion. Makes some sense, the passion of the artist. Passion. Meet Ember. She is the light blazing inside our being. So these kitties are lights blazing. She is our fire, our drive, our fuel. So I'm just thinking, alright, so this is a kind of a deck that sees itself as a motivator. She is our very life force yearning and stretching in the direction of our love. All caps for love. Notice what makes Ember begin to glow and burn brighter. Okay, so this is how the deck describes itself. Perhaps, this is the card. Let me see here. Perhaps it is talking openly with a friend or cuddling with your love. Or perhaps it's playing your guitar, scaling a mountain, or writing your story. Look for that spark within and honor it. Stoke that fire with intention. Honor your passion with time and dedication. Feed that flame with devotion. Let passion ignite your life with beauty, energy, and purpose. Okay, what is the deck's opinion of me? Oh, isn't that sweet? Unique. This is Helix. Meet Helix. He was always a little different from the other kitties. At first, he felt lonely and alienated. He even considered trying to blend in to be accepted by the other cats. But this could never give him the joy that being embraced as his true self would. So he took a risk. And met people's gazes as himself. He saw that his uniqueness was his beauty, his spark. He alone could twinkle the way only he can. Miraculously, many kitties around him threw off their normal disguises and began to sparkle in their own way too. Their worlds became dazzlingly diverse. So embrace the freak within and remember outsiders are in. So again, that's sweet. And it's a fair description. I think the deck understands me. How can I best collaborate with this deck? I got this sweet card. Patience. I always get this sort of thing. if it's not this, for this question, it's more likely to be when I say the question that is, what is one thing that the deck is asking of me? Usually it's patience or time or something like that. But this is collaboration, okay? How can I best collaborate with you? Patience. Meet Snugpuff. She transmutes our restless urgency and "are we there yet?" complaints into an appreciation of what is right now. Let go of everything that will come after this moment and have faith that you are exactly where you need to be. Draw a circle around the present moment and relax into it with Snugpuff curled up on your lap. Sometimes we believe we need to be at our destination right now. But there is so much to be learned and discovered right where we are. Let's be patient with ourselves, our loved ones, and the world around us. There is time. So that's lovely. And I feel like that, again, this is echoing a message from another deck, or something else I did recently, that was indicating that I would do better if I slowed down and really got into a zone or a space, particularly when I'm reading, which is, there's just a little bit of stickiness of some kind going on with the deck. I'm not sure what's so I'll, probably kind of removing some of the distractions would help, which is why I'm doing things a little later anyway, so I don't have like 4 dogs trying to get to know one another in right underneath me. Number 5, what are your strengths as a deck? It's probably not possible to not get a sweet card, so I'll quit saying sweet, isn't it? All right, soulmates. So this is your strength as a deck. Oh, that's interesting, because I was wondering again how this would work as pulling for a person's character. So maybe this is a deck that will work for love readings. So very interesting. Meet Moon and Mirror. They are perfect reflections of each other. They have so much to teach each other and so much to learn. Just as the moon reflects the light of the sun, they reflect each other's light back at each other. They are both emanating and reflecting. Look around. Your friends and family are perfect reflections of you. They are in your dream just as you are in their dream. A perfect paradox. So with each interaction, ask yourself, what do I have to learn from you? What do I have to share with you? What are you teaching me about myself? Remember, we are here to help each other grow. Beautiful. That is the beautiful strength as a deck. Okay. Number 6. What are your weaknesses or limitations as a deck? Trust. And I could see that too, because, when you get to a certain level of cuteness, we might be less likely to trust the messages that we're getting. And it could be that, if I were to, I'm doing a relationship reading and I pull this out and I say, meet Safi. People might think that you're making light of their situation. So trust, weakness, or limitation of the deck. Meet Safi. Or Sophie, or I'm not sure. It's S-A-F-I. Trust begins as an agreement she makes with the flame in her heart. She agrees to let it guide her even when it beckons her deep into the night forest of the unknown. When she trusts, the darkness is illuminated and the forest sparkles with her heart light. She may not know exactly where the path leads, but she trusts the enchantment of a journey born of intuition. When you truly seek, what you truly seek awaits you. Trust yourself. Step into the forest and begin your wild quest towards the longings of your soul. So it might be saying in part that this isn't really the best deck for shadow work, because this is about going into the unknown or shadowy areas, and this is a weakness of the deck. And it might be a weakness of the deck in terms of, you can't intuitively, it's just cute kitty in dark forest. There's no situation going on. Without reading the back, you wouldn't necessarily look at this and think, oh, trust. So there's not, either you have to read it wholly intuitively, as in forget about getting any cues here, or no, how would you say, no illustrative cues like you get in a Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Or to, well, I guess that's what I'm saying, is you don't have those, so it would be difficult to read it intuitively. Next, what is the potential outcome of our time together? Oh, how funny. Intuition. I guess I have to eat the words I just said. What is the potential outcome of our time together? Intuition. Meet Ghost Kitten. It's one of my yawny nights, and it's appropriate that it's a yawny night. I wish I could have taken an afternoon nap, but was not able to. So Ghost Kitten. She is the light within us that helps to guide us through our life. She is always beckoning us to enter our inner world, to dig deep and to meet her there. If you are quiet, you can hear her whisper to you. Perhaps about a creative project or a person you should reach out to, or even leaving a stifling job. Play with what makes her whispers louder and clearer for you. Maybe it's meditation or sleeping enough or taking a shower. Experiment with following your intuition and notice what magic unfolds. So it's telling me that even if that trust is a weakness of the deck, again, maybe the trust is that I don't trust it to do that. But the Ghost Kitty is telling me that yes, we can be read intuitively. Okay, 2 more questions. What is one thing you ask of me? Okay, here it is. You just never know what's going to come up for this one. Catalyst. Meet Luna. She may seem a little ominous at first, but not to worry. She is truly here to help us. She is the catalyst. She doesn't look ominous, but she's got those funny figures in the back. Like she's, I don't know what goddess that is. It's some Egyptian goddess. Maybe she's a sphinx. With all the pyramids in the back. She is the kitty form of the Philosopher's Stone. How funny. The magical alchemy that metaphorically turns lead into gold. She might shake things up like a crazy thunderstorm, but the sky will be so much clearer afterward. She is the maven of breakthroughs and revelations. When Luna crosses your path, you might feel a shiver, but do not be afraid. That is only the first sign of a miraculous shift. So catalyst is kind of like transformation. Transformation Kitty. So I think this is kind of like, this would be either a Kitty Tower card or a Kitty Death card, something like that. So this is something asked of me, which to me I take to mean to allow myself to be transformed. And perhaps also to allow my understanding of this deck to be transformed as I learn it and use it. It doesn't need to be static. All right, what kind of readings do you enjoy the most? Expression. Meet Chanti. She once kept her ideas and feelings locked away in her heart, where no one could see or hear them. It felt safe and secure, but alas, she felt so alone. No one truly knew her. She was longing to come out and play. So when I think of this, something that feels safe and secure, of course, it's a matter of creating that environment for people who want a reading, but my feeling here is that this deck would work well if it's a matter of choosing whatever kitty is attracting you at the time, that kind of might feel safer and helps you helps a person express where they're at. Or if it was a relationship reading, it could be looking at it and saying what cat would represent your relationship, or what cat represents how you're feeling about your significant other. That it's certainly not an intimidating deck, and no one truly knew her. She was longing to come out and play. Gathering her courage, she flung open the window in her mind and unlatched the doorway in her soul. She started to speak her mind and give voice to her heart. She could never again fit in that small, closed space of hiding. Soon, her words grew into unabashed singing. What song are you keeping captive? What song at long last can you unleash into the world? Expression. It's a coming out card. It's a coming out deck. It's a coming out deck. All right. So there it is. I like it. I'm going to spend time with it. And so you might see it for my Oracle Rambles. I might do the other deck interview that I have, because I think it would be fun. It would be fun. And it is a choosing. It's the one where I consciously choose. I'm looking for it now. The card that looks like me, the card that feels like a soul card. And it would be fun to do that now, when the cards are very new and fresh, and I am not anywhere near being able to remember what different ones mean. So I might do that and upload it, but I will upload that as a separate video. So I hope everybody enjoyed this introduction to kind of the expressions on the back of the cards. As much as anything is why I'm doing this, is so that you can get a feel for what's on the back of the cards. And I will be back with a different sort of deck interview with this deck. Take care. Bye-bye.